Oh, thank you. What a good note to start on. Our happy birthdays, right? Thanks, Kim. Congratulations and shout out to our capper, Jason Default. Congrats to another capper, Jeff Loftus. Jeff business is doing great this year, actually. We were just talking about that. And then Harry, Pastor Harry. So excited. He came in my office the other day, or maybe it was like Thursday or Friday, and he'd come into our office and he said, "Hey, congrats." And he said, "Yeah, I'm capped for a whole 30 days. He said, "So now I'm gonna go out and door knock all weekend." Nothing motivates you like getting 100% of your commission. Yep. Thank you guys for attending our business planning clinic. How many of you people were there? Either in person, on Zoom? Great. We had probably 40 people here in the room. I know on Zoom, there was probably close to 100 and
no, all the offices and online together, we had about 150 people attending.
Yeah, that's powerful.
So it was a good session overall.
Yeah, it was great. We learned about millionaire real estate agent techniques. Many, of course, shared. Deborah and I shared the business assessment and the SWOT analysis as you guys are going through. Mary shared some marketing techniques, social media, mailers, etc. And then lastly, the guys followed up with the economic model, learning, red light, green light when you're assessing your business investments. If you guys missed out, you can actually watch the replay or watch the recap by scanning that QR code. Also, we did release all the materials that we used, including the PowerPoints that we had for the session, and you can scan and get the materials there. You guys should have gotten an email on Friday, but just in case you missed it, those are available to you. And I assume maybe we could even come up with some way to share those links on the hub, maybe. I think would be good.
And if you missed the hot dog bar, it may just be repeated again in the near future.
Yeah.
Sophia did a great job at preparing all those bacon wrapped hot dogs.
She did. It was great. At first, you guys didn't eat the hot dogs, and we got a little worried because I think Sophia made like 60 some hot dogs. And so they were sitting there, but not even an hour into it, I think they were all gone. And then people kept saying, "Where's the hot dogs?" And so we ran out. Sophia's quite the little fry cook up there up front. So awesome. Thank you. And thanks, Deborah, for putting that together. Okay, cool. So I'm going to start doing, because our city's so exciting and there's a lot of stuff going on, I want to help you guys create social media content that's going to be relevant, that you can walk away with every team meeting and share something immediately on your social media, right? Or send in a mailer or do a phone call. So I don't know if you guys saw this, but Long Beach did finally, after working many, I believe Susie Price was the one working on this. After many years of working on this, Long Beach has just launched their free local shuttle. It's done by an electric vehicle. You can see they're posted below, and it services two areas. It services the downtown area to 2nd Street, and then there's a second area that goes from 2nd Street here to the marina and our office area. It can seat up to 5 people. All you have to do is download the app, and again, it costs absolutely nothing. This is an intent to be able to make our city greener, to be able to offer affordable transportation, safe driving, of course, with those enjoying the libations of 2nd Street and going around and going downtown with the parking compacted stuff. It just launched, you guys, on October 27th. So this is still something that's really new. If you want to find out more information, you can scan the QR code there, which is going to take you to the city link and the availability to actually download the app. Again, this is a really cool feature. I think we might try it out here at the office one time and see how it works. But again, it does seat up to 5 people, which is kind of fun.
And in the lines of social media and all the classes that you guys are doing, how you're implementing, we'll get a free ride and do a reel or whatever, promote that service to the people of Long Beach and also your business as well, right? It'd be like a fun thing to do.
Yeah, and here is one of the pickup spots, right? It's in that little vicinity you'll see there on the map. So you can tell people, meet me at my office, right? You can come, and it's a part of branding and see where I work.
This side or the other side?
To be honest, I'm not sure right off the top of my head, but it's right in here near our area, which is neat. And again, this area goes all the way down to 2nd Street, and then the second one goes from 2nd Street to downtown. So it's kind of a fun little feature. Again, costs you nothing.
Can you drink on the shuttle?
I don't know.
I mean, it's right for 10. The driver is Dre, so I think you could, it looks like good.
Everybody does make kind of the glasses, I know, but I'm excited to try it out. I think it's gonna be fun. We totally should. Okay, great. Cam, do we have Christina on the call? Oh, there she
Yes,
is.
we do. Yes, we do.
Yes, I see her. Hey, Christina. Wonderful, you guys. So we do have a special guest today that's going to be speaking. Many of you have asked questions about this new community that Keller Williams has created, which is called KW Relocation. And so I asked Christina Griffin, who's the Director of Relocation, Referrals, and Institutional Organization. She's also an amazing MAPS coach. She has great energy, has been a top producer for many years in her industry. So she's going to share with us a little bit about what this new community is, how you guys can get involved, and most importantly, how this can help bring you more business, especially in 2023. So Christina.
Hi.
Welcome. Go ahead and take it.
I love everyone in the office. I feel like so many meetings are hybrid. I just jumped out of one meeting to yours, and kudos on having so many people in the market center right now. So guys, thank you for having me. I've been an agent for 20 years. Personally, I've done a little over 5,000 transactions, several thousand distressed, several thousand corporate relocation. And my background is really working with corporations on how to streamline their business. Prior, I helped with some of the infrastructure with Cardis, and I have been with KW for 5 years. I'd say a little other history. I am a MAPS coach. I have an expansion team that is 7th level. I'm very involved, very little. We're in 8 market centers, and we'll do about 65 million this year because I'm fully out of production. In addition to that, I teach a off-market class, very high level on distress. And we have a few hundred agents going through it right now with MAPS coaching. So we launched the relocation community at Mega Camp. We've got over 600 members. And what I'd like to start with is explaining to you a little bit about Relo, the benefits, and then how we can potentially work together. And that's about it. So, but again, thank you again for having me. So I'm not sure if anyone in the room has ever lost a transaction, Cardis, or a company that would not give you the business when someone in your sphere or someone said, hey, I want to work with you, but because we do not have a relocation department. I know that happens a lot. So if any of you have ever lost a transaction, I'm going to share with you first on how that will not have to happen again, regardless if you're in the community or not. We have a full functional relocation department that is fully IRS compliant, that allows you to work with absolutely every single relocation company if the client chooses you. They require a department, most of them, about 99% of them, to be involved, and you'll be able to work with us to help you with those transactions. So we partnered with Liz Parker and Tammy. They run a relocation department for over 10 years. We've done over 10,000 transactions, 10,000 referrals, and as well as Liz Parker, who's the relocation director. She has been in the business for 20 plus years. We have 50 plus companies that we work with already. So how we can work together. I want to share with you a little bit about what we're doing in the community and then the difference around the department. So what we're doing in the community is training and education. In order to update our service profiles with the 50 plus companies we work with, we have to have trained certified agents in your area. So we are only accepting 5 agents per market center. You have to be in the real estate business for at least 2 years and make at least $50,000 in gross commission. Now, why we're requiring that is that's what the companies require. Some of the companies even require a higher level of being in the business. So again, that I'd say is the framework on who you are to be able to qualify. Now, I want to explain to you on the training and certification, I'm going to show you this real quick. All right. So this is our relocation hub and our relocation portal. So this is what our members get when they join. So we're going to go here to enter. And I'm a visual person, so that's why I'm showing you this. Now, if you were going to get certified and you decided, I want to go to a certification company and I want to become certified on relocation, this is a good example of, this is our training schedule for certifications. Now that certification is probably going to cost you $1,200 to $1,500 a year. The companies require you to update it each and every single year. We are updating it every year. So, and it's fully compliant with ERC, which is ERC is the massive empire that basically governs a lot of the directors, the CRP, and all of the relocation communities. They all companies, they all plug into that. So again, let me share with you this. So again, part of being part of our community, that's an added benefit, is you get to be certified and then you get to ongoingly update and do the certifications. I apologize. All right, so home marketing, that is home marketing assistance is one of the first and hardest core modules. We had that certification a few weeks ago. Whoever joins in November gets to automatically plug into that certification module. In order to update our service profiles, we have to be able to prove, hey, I've got an agent in this market center or this area. This is where they cover, and they're enrolled into the core modules. The core modules are home marketing assistance, relocation reports, home finding and destination services, and corporate inventory. So in December, we are also teaching and certifying our agents on how to be able to run an affinity program. That's like a perk program that you can walk into a company and you can say, hey, do you already work with a relocation department? No, we don't, or we only do it for our top executives. It's a way to get your foot in the door to offer an incentive program. If you guys know what Homes for Heroes is, that's a good example of an affinity program. We'll be launching one as a department next year, but we're also going to coach and teach you on how to create those relationships and have one your own if you choose. Military relocation, we are also certifying and training on military relocation as well. So again, that's just, I'd say, a core benefit that our agents are going to get in addition to all of the added benefits. Now they go hand in hand. Until we have certified, enrolled, trained agents, we can't update our service profiles in the areas we don't have agents with the 50+ companies we work with. So that is, I'd say, the first domino on how we can help grow the business in your direct area is having certified, educated, trained agents that are plugged into the certification series. Now, in addition, this is our hub. This is what our agents get that we built out. I heard marketing and social media posts. So we hired a full-time graphic designer. So our agents get custom marketing as well as an added benefit. In addition to it could be you just want to up your game on social media. We have a ton of graphics that get posted on a daily basis. In addition to things like your Zoom backgrounds, flyers, any additional things that you want to do. Maybe it's something around Thanksgiving that you don't want to spend money on a graphic designer. We have that covered for you. Now I'm going quick because I wanted to show you a visual on, we've got the department and we have the community on the difference. So again, this is just an example of what agents see when they are welcome to our community. So we have a member marketing request form. You can request marketing. We have a Facebook group. Any agent, I'm not sure if your market center provides it, but we provide CTE for free for all of the agents in our community. CTE was a huge impact on my personal business. And when you start to learn how to track your goals and stay on top of your ROI, it really, truly changes your outlook and things on a high level. Now, here's our training calendar. And you may be looking at it and be like, Christina, oh my goodness, that's a lot of stuff. So ideally, in true transparency, we have almost 600 members. We'll have several hundred on every training. Not every agent's going to plug into every single thing, but our goal, and KW requires a learning series and a mastermind every month. This is our certification. So the red is the learning series, the green is the mastermind. The brown is the certification. We also post a top interview, which I'll send your team leader one. I just interviewed a team leader, Leah McCann, who runs the Fort Myers Market Center, that has actually, when she was an agent, worked with our department for years. And it's a really great interview that may inspire you to do corporate relocation. So we post an interview with our top agents each and every single month in the Facebook group. We also do an open forum. This is just, maybe you have something you're struggling with in your business, something that maybe the client you relocated, but you want to learn you want to plug in to grow the sphere side. I'll have 5 agents or hundreds of agents. It depends on the week, but that I lead that and coach the agents through whatever's going to help them grow their business. So again, lots of added benefits. In addition to just the certification, we are a true community, learning, growing together, working together to grow big businesses. We are a lead generation community as well. So in December, we're doing a kickoff, and we're actually going to do a reverse bold for the entire community, that our community is sponsoring the prize and the marketing. So can you imagine hundreds of agents all doing a reverse bold together to grow their referral business? So it's not just hey, you're going to do corporate relocation. We're going to teach you how to be able and coach you and give you the tools and resources on how to go grow business relationships with your clients, with corporate clients, and with really anyone that it owns a business. It could be a small business where they have 20 employees. How you can go in and add value and be able to find a way to create that opportunity. We have our certification. Again, this is home marketing assistance. That's our first module. And myself, the coach, and me housed every single thing I've done in the last few years for agents that want to learn, whether it's they want to learn, off market, they want to just plug into our trainings, they want to learn from other agents that I've interviewed. But again, corporate relocation is so much more, but our relocation community is all about education, training, and a community to help you grow. I want to preface a corporate relocation client, a company spends an average of $150,000 per transferee on that one person. And if it's like across the country or in different countries, 350,000 internationally. So there has already been 14.1 billion in documented US sales in the corporate relocation sector. So the opportunity is massive. We just need trained agents so we can go after and grow the business with the corporate relocation companies that are in your area. Now, if you're joining the community and you are, I'd say, you have no desire to plug into anything, or you're like, Christina, I just want the leads. You've got to do the work, but I can guarantee that if you learn and you implement what we're doing and what we're helping you grow, your business is going to grow as well. I'd say in a nutshell, we have a few other things we're launching next week, a portal where you can add all your clients to, and if they want to order utilities, or if they want to know what's happening in your community, or they want to be able to check out local schools, a hub, like a local relocation concierge hub, that it's not just corporate clients. You get to plug in all the clients that are in your database. That will also help catapult your business. We also have a really great corporate app that will be launching in about 30 days that you will be able to provide your clients, like a national discount card that you can walk into businesses and say, hey, we've got this great corporate card. Would you like to offer any added benefits on the card for our clients? So again, we're less than 90 days and we are working hard to be able to streamline, grow, and work together to grow each other's business. And we would love to have you guys. There's a huge footprint in your area. And we need agents that want to learn, want to train, want to grow. Now I want to talk about referral fees because I always get that before I'm asked the question. In my link tree that I'll share with your team leader, and I'll post it in the chat for those that are here, it's going to give an FAQ around our department. I want you to understand the community is owned by KW. The department is separate. The department, my community leaders, I lead the community, they lead the department, and they are involved in the things that we do on an ongoing basis. Again, it's separate. We can't, and it's separate because we can't guarantee a referral to you or a corporate relocation client to you. But again, we're doing hundreds a month and we're going to grow that footprint. Now, I was with, I don't know if we've got Realogy agents in here. I was with Cardis and Coldwell for a very long time. And the way that they handled their corporate relocation is the relocation fee that the company required, which is about 38 to 46%, that was paid. And then your splits happen. We run very thin margins. It's 50-50. And that's what it's one fee. So if you're working with Cardis or Serva or NEI or Errors, whatever their fee is, the department makes a small margin. So it could be 1%, could be 8%. But those of you that are team owners, I am as well, right? The 50-50 model. You know, it takes a lot to run overhead, and we have to do a high level of volume to even break even. We have it at one fee, 50%, because we want our agents to know what to expect at all times. And our margins change, but again, they're very thin. So again, I want to preface that. But a corporate relocation client, I want you to imagine working with an employee that the company's spending over $150,000 just to relocate them or just to help them with moving. You nurture that client, it's going to create so many opportunities that the one referral fee isn't even going to matter. I have a team. We pay for cold leads. We pay for boomtown leads. We pay for a ton of leads. These are warm handoffs of corporate employees that need to buy or need to sell. So again, just want to preface that before I get asked the question. But again, I hope for you, maybe this opened your eyes up. All of you probably have contacts in your sphere that can immediately catapult your local relocation. And we teach, coach, and help you do and grow a big business. We're working on some exciting things for family reunion. They already told us we have 3 breakouts as well. If anyone's at Gary's mastermind next week, I'll be there and I can absolutely meet you in person if you're there. But I'd say, again, thank you for having me. And Haley, is there anything I didn't cover or any questions?
No, I think, does anyone have any questions?
Yeah, I do. Christina, it's Fritz.
Come here.
Oh my gosh, my coach. Hi, coach. How are you?
I go, what's she doing in the office?
That I will tell you, this man has changed my life. He is by far one of the most amazing coaches, and he's made me a better coach and a leader for our relocation community. So you guys are very lucky to have him.
I have a question. I wanted to know how many leads are you do you plan to give out in a year or a month?
Okay. So that great question, and that prefaces the lead question, right? We can't guarantee leads. We have to be able to grow our.
Oh, you're muted. There you go.
Okay, so we have to grow our service profiles in your area. Currently, our department is already doing 100+ referrals each and every month across the US. So as soon as we have agents that are enrolled, going through the training, we're going to update our service profiles. I wish I could say to you that I can give you an exact number, but again, there's a lot of additional benefits and other things we're doing to bring in leads and referrals and opportunity. The core, even the local relocation is pretty massive. Our goal is a minimum of 1 per agent in each market center. And that's a low threshold, right? 1, it pays for itself. But our goal is to do a lot more. I will tell you the agent to agent referrals, there's hundreds that are happening every month. So even plugging into getting referrals from other agents, that's also going to grow your business. And there's a ton of them.
Awesome. Good question. Any others for Christina?
Yeah.
How you apply is you go to you can go to my link tree and it's got the application. You can also Google Keller Williams relocation and you'll see our community site through the communities page, and you'll be able to also check out all the benefits on the KW communities page. I also dropped the link for our department because the department's different, our department site as well, in case you guys would like to take a look at that as well. But feel free to email me at christinagriffin@kw.com. Happy to answer any questions that you have. And we would love to grow our footprint in your market center and in your area. And hopefully something here today I shared inspired you a little bit.
I love that. Thank you. You guys, round of applause for Christina.
Thank you guys, and check out my link tree. There's a lot of other things, and the market. You know, again, we're super excited for the things to come. Even if you just plug into we're going to do 4 reverse bolds as a group every year. Being able to do that and the referrals that will be created in your community with the things that we're going to do around that would be pretty massive. So again, we would love to grow with you. Please reach out if you have any questions. And again, have a wonderful day. And Haley, thank you for having me. And hug my coach for me, or someone give him a high five or a noogie or something like that. So he keeps me in line. So thank you guys. I appreciate you.
I'm excited. You guys, to make it easy for you, I made a QR code out of her link tree so you can find where to sign up, all the information and data that she was just sharing. So scan the QR code, and she did drop it in the chat. So awesome.
All right, guys, have a great meeting. Thank you for having me.
Great. Thank you, Christina. Okay, leadership updates.
Hallie, you're muted.
Oh,
there you
well,
go.
okay, there we go.
I'm gonna have to bring my hidden scratch off cards back, because to look out there and see 2-3 rows that basically almost completely empty. It's like, I'm up there. I'm gonna start with Lenny. I stopped by Lenny's yesterday. I dropped off the soccer ball. He was very pleased, very thrilled. He didn't even own a soccer ball. So to have it signed by everyone who was passing the ball, he greatly appreciated. He did as well. And I did a little 6-pack of beer and a little bit of Thanksgiving chips and Trader Joe's in there for Monday Night Football. So he's doing really well. He's hoping in a couple of weeks or so that he might be able to get back in the office a little bit. He's not able to put a lot of weight on it, but he is starting to get around the crutches and getting PT in kind of infrequently, but as often as they're able to schedule him. So just keep thinking about him and sending lots of healing energy. Food drive, I do have some bags. I know some of you have asked for them, so please, they are in my office. I want to make certain that we do have a really nice collection for our food drive this year. So they will be due back in the office on the 13th, I think we have on there. Yep, back in here. So just make sure that Monday at least, if you're picking them up over the weekend.
Which means that you don't really have too much time here.
Yep.
Because you have to go out there and you have to drop them and you have to attach the flyers and everything. But it's perfect timing this week, right? You can start because Halloween is over and Halloween leftovers are out there, and that's people right now getting in the kind of mindset of the Thanksgiving, etc. So it's perfect timing this week if you can start doing that.
And we have created a custom flyer for you that is really easy for you guys to be able to manipulate, put your photo on, everything. It takes just seconds. Ask Sophia for it in the front. It's been sent out via email, and I believe it's still in the morning email every day. But to make it even easier for you guys, it's a no-brainer.
Just staple the flyer to your bag, drop the bag, you don't even have to knock. And I guarantee you're gonna go back in that community and there's gonna be a ton of food for you.
I love it.
That's my
That's Mr. Minnie. Okay, the other thing I wanted, the calendar is out November. Keep watching. I may be updating and adding a few things. I'm waiting to hear from a couple of people. We have this Saturday, don't forget, Penny is doing the real estate 101. If you are a brand new licensee, or coming back to the business, definitely stop by on Saturday morning, 9 o'clock, support Penny and be here, and you'll be amazed at some of the things she's gonna be sharing. I added a compliance review on Friday, the 18th at 1:30 with our compliance officer and with our in-house TC, Mina Ann. So definitely get on that. It's a Zoom only, but that put that on your calendar so you can kind of get a little insight as to what they look for, get a better understanding of how it all works and so forth. And I think that's all I have for today.
Awesome. Thanks, Deborah. Benny, you wanna go next?
Sure, so, I know that Deborah spoke about that, and some of you already started to do that. I saw Lawrence, was that you putting social media promo as well? Good job with that. Thank you for that. Bag for this morning. Over here. But I know Haroldine, we go back about 10 years, more or less, from the industry. And I had a true honor and pleasure to work with her closely the past 3 years until she just passed recently, a couple of months ago. She second round fighting cancer, and she didn't win this time around. But her memory is always going to be here with us and or live through us. And she was very passionate about that specific cause and charity of this organization, Operation Warm. You can look up my social media. I just posted on platforms that the link, so you can see what it is. But she was like, no matter pandemic, COVID, this, whatever company she was with before, that was her one of the biggest things. And we want to just keep honoring that good sense of giving back, and also just to honor our beautiful Haroldine. And again, thank you guys for dropping that this morning. We have the boxes now placed in 2, 4, 6 locations, and we want to double that. So if you know of any other businesses, if you know of any other companies, real estate that we'll take the KW logo out. That's not a problem. I want to drop it over there. Let us know. We'll be more than happy to give it I'll give them the box and the decor. And we're also gonna make sure to pick up the jackets the coats whenever is needed. That's gonna go all the way down to just before Christmas. So plenty of time to do that, and for a good cause, and for this beautiful beautiful Haroldine.
And they could be new or gently used. Some of you guys were asking, I know a lot of you guys have kids, they're growing out of their stuff, you're getting ready to replace winter clothes and winter coats. Make sure that you can come and bring them as long as they're in good condition.
Yeah, and thanks. Yes.
I think that we were also asked when I talked about it last, the adult jackets. There are kids that are wearing adult jackets, so definitely. bring
Any sizes,
adult
any
jackets.
shapes, it doesn't matter, right? As long as they're still in decent condition on you. So Leslie, anything?
Do we have this flyer?
Go to the front desk. Yeah, go to Sophia. She'll give it to you. Anybody said something? I heard something.
No, Simon's getting excited.
Other than that, thanks again for attending the seminar last week, the business planning. And not sure if you already have a date yet of a follow-up, but we're gonna have another second session to check in on you guys and see if you guys were sitting down in this session, but also start to implement, right? We always 90 days ahead. So I want you guys to be one step ahead for next year. Okay, so that's all I have. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Benny. Cindy.
Hi, Simon.
Simon gets to go last.
I'm getting ready to close out November right now. Congratulations to you guys. I think we're gonna close about 70 units for the month, which is really good for November. So thank you.
October.
Yeah. We're in November. Sorry. So congratulations.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's really nice to see so many individuals. We've got a new mentor that just closed. Mentee Kimberly. So congratulations.
And Tyler. Yeah. Megan.
Fritz, what an opportunity for our office to hear the accolades for him. And you guys get that for free. This room should be filled. So bring somebody with you to the meeting on Thursday. Let's fill this room up so that you're all being fed from Fritz because it's a gift. If you were coaching with Fritz, it would be $1,000 a month. And it's
For
free.
2 hours, 30 minutes a week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's free, and you get them for an hour or
More.
sometimes. Yeah. So, thank you all for getting your transactions
I love
in
that.
promptly. It really helps me for closing the month out in my projections. And, your TCs for communicating with me for cancellation and postponement.
Awesome. Thank you, Cindy. Yay. And just to reiterate about Fritz, to dig it in a little bit deeper, it's for every producing agent, brand new, top producer. There's no level of experience needed, right? It's not just for the newbies, it's not just for the top producers. Everyone is welcome and you're going to find nuggets for every person. Ready to love that. Moving on. So, oh, Simon, just kidding. Hey, Simon.
Poor guy.
Good morning. Happy Tuesday to each and every one of you. So great to see everyone. So just a couple of updates. Hello? You
Yes.
still there? Oh, okay. So as many of you know that twice a year, there's always revisions and new contracts added to ZIP forms. So December 2022, we're going to have some new contracts. Right now, we're looking at 10 new forms being added to ZIP forms, 14 revised forms. The one that is very exciting for me is the buyer representation agreement. Not to go too deep into the conversation, but the buyer representation and broker compensation agreement, better known as the new BRBC form, is being included the second week of December. The form is going to be replacing the BRE, the buyer exclusive buyer representation agreement, the non-exclusive buyer representation agreement, and the BRNE form, the non-exclusive not for compensation buyer representation agreement, BRNN. So all those are going to be eliminated. It's going to be one form. And what I like about this form, it's going to protect more the agent when it comes to compensation, and we're going to hold the buyers accountable for commissions and agents as well. So it's a form that is, as I mentioned, coming in next month in December. On top of that, the purchase agreement is also going to be revised with added and removal of certain language on the purchase agreement. The other form that is included as new part of ZIP form is the ABCD form. Yeah, ABCD form. It's correct. Anticipation broker compensation disclosure. It's a 3-part form. Part 1 advises the buyers that the seller payment of compensation direct to a buyer's broker or indirectly through the seller's broker may impact based on the price the seller will accept. So as we get additional forms, I'll make sure to send over samples of these new revised forms for your review, and be on the lookout on your ZIP form come December. That's pretty much all I have. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Simon. I'm looking forward to that ABCD form. Can't wait to hear all the fun acronyms. Okay, now moving on. Thanks, Simon. Perfect. How many of you guys in here use Command for your CRM? Ooh, not that many hands went up. Okay, cool. So I'm going to start highlighting some things. I'm a big proponent of commands. Look, I know there's multiple CRMs out there. You have Follow Up Boss, you have, any of those Market Leader and things like that. HubSpot, I get it. There are certain features about command that I believe, and I think it's known and accepted, is something that is very rare and unique. And remember, command is at no cost to you. So one of the features that I just wanted to share that I learned about and highlight, did you guys know that you can create custom mail marketing plans, postcards, flyers, etc., that are going to get mailed out directly to a targeted audience and or address circumference of your choice? Did you guys know this in Command? So anyways, let me move this so I can share with you guys. So under your campaigns tab, and I'm not going to go in deep, but I just want to give you guys this little bit of an overview. And you go to create a campaign and you hit the mailer tab or you hit the direct mail tab, and it's going to lead you into configure this. For this example, I just had used a postcard, right? I had created something simply on Canva. It took maybe 10 seconds because I used one of the just listed templates already done, put my photo on it, etc., put a logo. I uploaded it and created content. Now here's the cool part. How many of you guys are doing mailers? Direct mail campaigns, just listed, just sold cards? You like using EDDM or things like that, right? Is that what you guys are using? Yeah, great. This is gonna 100% take place of this. Look at this. So I just uploaded this image. The next thing, which I think is very cool, oops, go back. I just want to show you guys. Once you put in your ad in there, you've uploaded the images, etc., it takes you to this next screen. This targeting screen is something that I've never seen a CRM do before, right? So you go in and you hit the targeting ads. You can put in an address. For example, I just put in an address. Let's say you have a listing that just got listed, and you're going to see everything over there on the left to be able to help narrow your target mail audience. Okay. I put in there that I'm going to mail out 200 flyers. Maybe that's because that's the budget I have or whatever. And look at all the little dots on there. Each one of those is a homeowner. Each one of those is an address. So based on the criteria that I place on the left, I can narrow it down to bedrooms. So you can narrow and create different model matches, right? If you want to say it just sold for a 3-bed, 2-bath and send it out of the 3-bed, 2-bath area, you can. You can do square footage. You can do if it's single family, multifamily. You can exclude or include leases and go in there and see the actual data, and you can click on each homeowner as well, which is very cool, especially in your farms. You guys can also target, instead of doing a geographical location, any and all of your contacts and people related near the contacts if they own a property in your database. So if you want to do a mail campaign with all of your contacts in your CRM, would be the same thing. You just do a couple little clicks. Lastly, you come over here because I was curious, well, how much does it cost, right? You review and payment. Again, I just threw this together quickly, this little design. To send out 200 postcards, it was $136 with postage. That's it. That's printing, postage, the whole thing. So not bad. Pretty affordable. This took me less than 5 minutes to put together. So even if you're not using Command as your entire CRM, there are amazing features, and we're going to talk a little bit about Command Con, that I believe if you're not using, you're losing out on a missed opportunity to, 1, save money, and 2, be able to help leverage and shorten your time for designing and creating these things. Kind of cool, right? So if you guys have any questions about this, reach out to me, reach out to Kim. We're here to help support you, and we can walk through how to create an actual mailer for commands. Okay, awesome. Okay, moving forward, listing pitches and buyer needs. So let's go over our new listings for the week. Moving on here, so we do have Jeff Loftus's listing. This is in Corona. The listing price is $589.9. It's 4-bed, 4-bath. Nice large property. Teresa Oshodi has a business opportunity in Bellflower. Kendra, I don't think Kendra's here. Kendra has 168 Nieto Ave, so 90803. It's actually 2 units, which is neat. So those of you guys are looking for house hackers, people like that who speak that language of David Green, this is a great opportunity. It's listed for 1579. Tim Matchka has a rental, a lease opportunity, Redondo Ave 305. I know a couple of you guys are looking for leases. Elaine has a house listed for sale on Saddle Drive in Long Beach, 3-bed, 3-bath. Allison's here. You want to pitch this listing?
Great listing. It has a pool. It's a little bit of a fixer, but I mean, it's easily workable, very clean, and long driveway. So you could do an ADU on top of the garage, but it's a nice house. I mean, a good price for $775.
Yeah, that's awesome. A lot of people are looking for that value, so it's good to have something that's maybe not already done. Does anyone else have any listings to pitch, buyer needs you guys want to share that maybe aren't on the screen? Nope.
I have a 12,500 foot lot coming up on Flora Vista and Bellflower. It's about 50 feet across and 150 feet back, or more than that, 230 feet back. But the city says you could put another house back there, so you can probably add an ADU as well. Buyer has to check with the city, but it's a huge lot with the opportunity to buy the house next door, which has about 11,000 foot lot, and an opportunity to buy the house next door to that, which has a 10,000 foot lot. So if your buyer bought all of them, they'd have almost 40,000 foot lot, almost an acre of property. So those three are available. One will be going in the MLS with the option to buy the other two. So if you have a buyer or developer that's looking to do something in Bellflower, it's a cul-de-sac street with a dog park at the end. It's a great opportunity.
Very cool. I'm seeing the KW commune going up in that area. Just a giant, massive housing. I love that. Thanks, Allison. Okay, let's bring up our affiliate partners. You guys, welcome. Come on up. Come on up. Great. You ladies are first.
Oh,
Yeah, I barely recognized you that weren't makeup.
My face is not on.
What's the custom?
I'm here with Fidelity's National Title of my partners, Kaylee Vecchio. Couple things we want to share with you. So we've had quite a few transactions happening with one of the parties is out of the country. So if you know that this is going to be happening, you know, maybe when you're talking with your clients, even as you've signed the listing, but you haven't gone into escrow, let us know in advance because it will definitely cause delays or can cause delays. There's an entire process that needs to be done when one of the parties that needs to sign is out of the country. And there's a lot to consider as well if they're how they hold title, because some people will think, well, I've got the power of attorney and their son or so-and-so is just going to sign. That's not always necessarily the case. We need to look and see how title is being held and look at some other situations. And then if we do need that person to actually sign or find out why they can't sign, they're going to have to get a notarization done from the embassy. Some countries don't have an embassy, so we have to find the apostille notary. Then that apostille notary has to do this whole translation on the notary acknowledgement and everything. So there's a process involved with that. So I just want to remind everyone to please reach out to us well in advance so we can start working on that. I help clients. We've just had several lately. It's weird. I think everyone's kind of has a lot of clients out of the country. So sometimes, we just are working on things 1 or 2 months in advance, just so those aren't issues once we're in escrow. The other thing, I know everyone, we're doing business planning right now, right? So I hope all of you are looking forward to the new year of 2023. We have laid out an entire year for you guys on what to do with your marketing each month with our data. What do you do with this data that we provide you, all this information? How do you market to it? How do you reach out to those different owner types in the farm? So if anyone is looking for ideas for their 2023, let us know. Timmy and I, we would love to sit down with you, Caitlin as well. So give us a call because we've got really good ideas. And so we can do some really strategic type of marketing and generate activity and things in the new year and share programs as lenders are sharing things, on what they're doing and educating our owners and things like that. So, and one last reminder before I turn to Teely, it's November 1st. So does everyone know what that means? Taxes are due today. Taxes are due today and they will be delinquent on December 10th. So if any of you are getting ready to go into escrow or you're right in that place, I don't want to ever tell you, don't tell your client to pay their taxes, but reach out to your escrow, whatever, pay it through the escrow. It will really help avoid delays because if they do it, they go out and they pay it on their own. There's a whole process. Sometimes the county is not reflecting it back. There's situations involved. So if you are having clients that, think that they need to get those taxes paid, talk to your escrow officer first on those, okay? And then Teely, we've got.
I wanted to remind everyone, I am doing my Title Tech Tuesday. It's the first Tuesday of every single month. I just finished it this morning and I ran over here. So it is going to be an ongoing class where I'm going to be pulling specific things from our different tools that we have and really showing you how to use that in your business. Normally it's only like 20 to 30 minutes. So it's quick, it's easy. You can jump on it before this meeting and then, you can then come over here and be here in time. But I did just do a topic today. It was actually thanks to Richard Sperling. He gave the idea on how to pull owner contact information through our different systems that we have and what the benefit is of using different systems. So definitely, if you want to get the information, it's always going to be the Zoom login details. It's going to be the same every week, every month. So it's just, we've got it at the back there if you do want to have that and save that into your calendar.
Yeah, first Tuesday of every month, but she made it here from the South Bay in time for the meeting. So you guys jump on before these meetings if there's something going on starting at 10 o'clock. You'll really benefit from how to use our resources, and that's, we have all of this that we invest in for all of you. We want to make sure you understand and put it to use in your business. So thank you everyone for your support and having us today.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you. Sarah, you're next.
Hey, guys. Just again, to piggyback on taxes, if you're about to be in escrow or gonna be in escrow, we don't like to tell people not to pay, but I would suggest they don't pay. Because otherwise we have to hold funds in escrow. It could take months for us to release that hold and people get upset. So just keep that in mind. New listings, when you guys have things coming up, one of the most important things, the one form that always seems to be an issue is that 593. So if you know you have a listing where the seller hasn't owned it for more than 2 years, it's not their owner occupied property, they could be subject to withholding tax. If you guys want to see the forms or the instructions to give it to your client in advance, like they can, you know, talk to their CPA and have as much time as they need versus like they can't get a hold of their CPA. We're going to close escrow. We don't know what to do. Are we going to hold, not hold? Do we try? So, I mean, if you know you have a listing and you know the seller could be subject to it, it doesn't hurt to give them the form to start talking to their CPA now, so that they're aware and they know what to do when we're in escrow. Same with HOAs. Again, if you know your listings have HOAs, please reach out to me. I'm happy to find out how much the cost is, what the turnaround time is, so we can kind of get an idea. So you don't open like a 10-day all cash escrow and can't get HOA docs for 10 days. So things like that come up all the time. If you guys want to come to my next class too, it's going to be I think escrow tips is what I'm going to call it. Things to know, things about the contract that I see get missed. You know, we can always clean up these contracts in escrow with addendums, right? But I see a lot of times where there's things that aren't very clear. You know, what I've had a lot recently is releasing the EMDs to clients. Like I have one that we just did yesterday. We're actually funding and closing, but they wanted to release the money anyway. And they didn't put on there, is it refundable, non-refundable? What happens if we cancel? You know, things like that always come up. So just make sure when you're drawing your terms that if I were to pick it up, I know exactly what you need. So we don't have to open escrow and then try to clean up negotiating terms. So, but my class is November 8th at 3 o'clock.
Awesome. Thank you, Sarah. I think that's a memo, so I'm really disappointed. Look, beige and black, beige and black.
Me too.
What's up with
Me
me?
too. I got it.
I noticed. I noticed.
Brandy Zamora, Fidelity National Home Warranty. It is November 1st. I'm not going to talk about taxes, but I am going to give my annual start of November announcement that Thanksgiving is coming. The #1 day of the year for claims in the home warranty industry. 2 types of claims. It would be the oven and plumbing. So the oven, I can't get anyone out to you on Thanksgiving, most likely to fix your oven. Okay, it's going to require parts, repairs, things like that. Check it now. If you follow me on social media, I'll be posting later today, like the tips of how to check your oven. If you want a flyer like that, it's a great, thing to post on social media to reach out to your clients, check your oven, make sure it's working. We still have those parts delays overflow from the pandemic. Now, the other one is plumbing. And there are 2 different types of plumbing. The first one is people shoving weird things, potato peels and other outrageous things down the sink and garbage disposal. That's always the #1 claim. And then the second one, it's gross, it's the toilet. And the reason is the toilet is not used to that much action, usually from all your guests and people that are right. They don't know how to, they flush disposable things. So guys, just keep those things in mind. It is the #1 day of the year for claims. We are available 24/7 service for claims, so you don't need to call your own technician and then send me a $10,000 bill. Remember, we are not reimbursement. You must file a claims first. But I also tell you this for selfish reasons. I would really love to not receive calls on Thanksgiving if possible. So please check those things out and make it a great day.
Awesome. Thanks, Brandy. Mike, how are rates?
They're actually improving over the past 4-ish days. So we got some improvements recently. Right now, interest rates are right around 6.5% for the conventional loans, and then FHAs are hovering right around 6%. But really, there's so much that hangs in the balance for tomorrow, because tomorrow is the Fed meeting. I know if you've read anything online or social media, you probably already know that the Fed's likely going to be increasing the Fed funds rate by about 0.75% tomorrow. But we are already expecting that. Everybody in the mortgage industry is. Really what we're interested in mostly tomorrow is that they're going to start laying the groundwork and explaining how they plan to slow down the pace of increasing interest rates. So the entire market's just kind of waiting in the balance at the moment. So really what that means is about the next week, we're going to have a lot of volatility, but there is some potential for some serious improvements. The main things that the Fed is keeping an eye on are the two biggest things are going to be the CPI report. That's better known as just the inflation report. That's going to be next Thursday, but also this coming Friday, there's going to be a jobs report and unemployment report. And that's what the Fed looks to make their decisions. So whatever we hear about the plans for laying the groundwork for decreasing rates in the future will just be more than likely compounded on Friday and then as well as next Thursday. So if you're in the middle of negotiations or your clients are looking for properties right now and considering placing an offer, it's so important that before you place that offer or before you accept the counter or make your counter, just have your client run the numbers with their lender again, because there's a very high chance that they could be changing. And if your buyer is updated, you might be able to have that leg up and get a little bit more aggressive on the price if the rates are better. So that's the update.
Awesome. Thank you, Mike.
Yeah.
And if I'm an agent who maybe can't articulate all those things that you just shared with me, are you open to doing a Zoom or like, for your clients or social media?
And also don't forget Wednesdays at 11, Alex and I do the script practice and role play. We've been really enjoying it. The agents enjoy it too. And we're, as Fritz said, we have to do that like all the time. So let's do it at the very least once a week.
Awesome. Thank you. I love that. You guys, broker class, legal tools, a quick update. That's happening today from 2 to 3. Simon's teaching that. KW Masterminds, Manny has a class on Thursday that are strategies in farming. So if you guys are interested, if you have a farm, going to farm, we're going to have some great guests, people who have built their businesses that way and continue to do so. Join him on Thursday via Zoom. Producers Club, we have a special Producers Club this Friday. If you guys have been on the Morning Mindsets, most of you know Nina Alexander, very engaging. So she's going to be hosting, and then Jordan Davies is going to be her guest. Jordan is a mega agent out of Calabasas. They just sold a very expensive house together too, right? Very.
Yeah, I mean, it's 3 point something.
Oh, okay. I thought it was higher. That's not expensive for Calabasas.
Yeah.
That's okay. Command Con. So we were talking a little bit about the features and benefits to Command, whether you use it as your primary CRM or if you just use it to supplement your marketing strategies. The lineup just got released here. Again, it's happening November 8th. Don't be fooled. Be and pay attention to the time zone that all of this schedule is in. It's starting 8 a.m. because everything on there is Eastern time, right? So the schedule just got released. They're going to have people like, I mean, obviously Nick Baldwin's going to be leading it. They're going to have Jason Abrams, the Zimmers. She was great. She's just been on a call of ours. The 15 multi-million-dollar panel, that's going to be big. Mark King, of course, some other awesome mega team panels, Nikki Miller, etc. So it's going to be something you don't want to miss. There's already 6,000 people registered for this event. So make sure you're one of those groups of people that gets that benefit that's happening to your business. And here again, people and mega agents and teams who are utilizing Command as their top CRM and the tips and tricks they have to do that for. Okay. And keep going the slides. Great. Pricing conversations with sellers. Shannon's going to be doing a class that's happening 11/3. So this week at tomorrow, right? Tomorrow? No, Thursday. From 1 to 2 p.m. You guys having pricing conversations with your sellers. We know we're going through a shift. We're having to do pricing improvements, and pricing reductions. So Shannon's going to go through what her and her team uses to be able to start and have those conversations and the things that they say. It's going to be a do not miss. Do not miss. Absolutely not.
It is a Zoom only. It will be on here in Littleton as well, but Zoom only next week.
Great, thank you. Deborah talked a little bit about our Saturday series that we're starting, especially for you part-time people. This is great. Mike talked about the script and role play that's happening every week. People are having a great time and really seeing a help with their businesses. Of course, we have Fritz's class happening every week. We have our RPA practice and might be some more fun competitive stuff in play for that one.
Oh,
So
good, I'll be there again.
Oh, good. I love that. You guys mark your calendars. We're having our annual Thanksgiving potluck. That's happening after Many's real estate live meeting on November 15th at 11 a.m. 2 weeks from now, right? Sophia does have a sign up at the front. We'd love to have you bring a side dish, a dessert, or something like that to share with your Keller Williams family. It's a time for us to all sit around and break bread and have a good time and conversation. So make sure you guys come and participate. And again, share your favorite family dish. Bring those things in. We'd love to see a part of your tradition and the things that you guys do to help celebrate on this day. Okay? And that's it. Thank you guys. Awesome. Have a good rest of your day.